already got some heat today, which is good, and our guys flew around out there. Tomorrow night we're gonna have like a mock game type situation in the stadium, to catching the lights, doing the lights, and we'll start practice at the same time with the game, and just kind of simulate that, and get used to catching kicks and punts and passes and all that under the lights, which shouldn't be that big a deal, but I like doing that a couple times when we're playing our first game under the lights.
What do you hope to get out of that scrimmage tomorrow? What are you looking for?
Well, it's not going to be a full scrimmage. We've already had 2 good ones, and we've had some intermediate type things and situations scrimmage part. It'll be a thud, but it'll be a situational type thing. I'll just call out different situations. Coaches won't know, players won't know, and just have them try to make it chaotic like a game is. Different things happen, and try to have them all react to it. And so that's what we'll do the last half of the practice. The first practice part of the practice, we'll practice and do it, and just do it on the lights and all our catching drills and all that type of thing.
When camp opened, 2-a-days, you had expressed a concern about mental fatigue rather than physical fatigue, keeping guys' interest over a 5-week period. Right. How's that going so far?
It's going good. The kids are a lot smarter than they were when I played, so the mental fatigue hasn't been as bad. If it would have been us, we'd been like, are you kidding me? We wanted to practice 3 times a day. That's what they did with us. So we didn't have time to think. No, it's just been good. I think that the way we've set our schedule, and I think we had class in the first 2 weeks. And so this week has kind of been a reprieve. They kind of like, I'm having to go to class, and so I think that refreshed them also. And we haven't tried to fill every moment of the day with meetings, because that wouldn't wear them out. They just tune out after a while. So we've spaced it out pretty good, and I think they responded well to that.
Have any of those freshman linebackers started to take that next step yet?
I think all 3 of them are doing an excellent job. All 3 of the freshmen. And then I'll say 4th one, Akil, the redshirt freshman. Akil has made a jump from the spring. And where he is he's just gotten so much better shape, and he's more stronger, and compared to this time last fall. And so I've noticed that. But all 3 of the other true freshmen have really done well. No one's really pulled away yet, and we'll kind of see how that happens the next couple weeks.
Is Carson Wells practicing at both inside and outside?
He's mainly practicing outside now, and he's doing a really good job out there.
How difficult is that for a true freshman to come in and try to learn that position?
The inside position's a little bit harder to learn than the outside, because you have everything happening, and when you're on the outside, a lot of times you're dropping or just rushing. Inside, you're always having to read and do those type of things. And Carson was our biggest guy that we thought could play outside and do that. And the other 2 guys have done a really good job. Both Nate and Jonathan have done a really good job. And I was concerned a little bit about Jonathan coming in, because he played D-line in high school, but we loved his athletic ability from camp. And he's done super in there. I haven't seen it doesn't look like he's a D lineman playing linebacker. He's like he's a linebacker playing linebacker, which is very encouraging.
What's impressed you about Jacob Collier at this point?
He's really doing great at pass rushing. He has a little knack, he has a little ability to pass rush, and if he keeps coming on, his pass rush ability with us losing a couple outside linebacker guys, he might have a chance to play some this year for us, because he's such a good pass rusher. And Dante Sparacco is doing the same thing. So both those guys and Carson, we're kind of looking at, so kind of like inside and outside, we're trying to figure out which ones are ready. But if one of them plays as a freshman, doesn't mean the other one's never going to play, because you see that happen all the time. Things change, but we're working at that and giving those guys a lot of reps to see who's ready the quickest right now.
Your tight end group, you guys obviously don't throw to them a lot, but can you talk about the value they add to your offense?
Oh, they add a tremendous value to our offense. Our tight ends played 40% of our plays last year, and their roles are critical in our run game, and our all the different things we do in our heavy sets. That is a really big part of our offense. And so, when you watch us, people think, oh, okay, then they go, like, wow, got all these different sets, you have all these different run fits, we have all these heavy sets. That's really hard for a defense opponent to prepare, and then prepare for our precise passing game. And I think that really helped our running game, because when we were spread out, we were hitting it, and then we got tight when we hit it. You don't have time to work on all that stuff if you're a defense. And I think that's really helped us. So their ability to be flexible, play in the backfield, play on the line, flex out, is a huge part of our offense. And they also all help on special teams, and they do a great job there.
Coach, what do you think makes your group of wide receivers kind of unique? What do they bring to the table that maybe other groups don't?
Wow. Well, our guys I think they can do a little bit of everything. They can block well because we ask them to block. They run precise routes. They're not just deep ball threats, and they can go deep. And I think the thing that sets our guys apart when you're looking at it, there's a lot of other great receivers in our league that make these same plays, but when you talk about a really good elite receiver, they make hard catches. And our guys all 4 of our starting wide receiver guys have made hard catches in big games and made plays for us. And it's kind of funny. It seems like it's a different guy every week, which is really good. They're not over there pouting if they only get 2 or 3 balls, and another guy get 8 or 10. They just keep playing, and I think that's a credit to their mentality, because some receivers get real selfish, and our guys aren't. They want to help each. Of course, they all want to catch 10 balls every game, but if they don't, they better do everything else. Their time will come, and it's all about the team. And I think that's a huge mental factor they have. But they can really basically do all things. You wouldn't say one guy's just a possession guy or one guy's just this. They basically can all. They've all caught deep balls. They've all caught underneath balls. And they all block and work it that hard, which helps our offense go with the things we throw out on the outside so much.
Is Nick Fisher back practicing?
Nick is not full speed yet, but he's doing good. He did all the individual and held him out of the team stuff, but he's coming along fast. So hopefully he'll be back ready to go here the next day or two. But we're taking it. This is the time to take it slow. Okay, we want to make sure he plays 15 games this year. We don't want to just play 1 or 2 and he's out again.
Same with Javier.
Yeah, Javier's doing well. He did all the individual stuff, and it was just a slight little ankle sprain, and he should be ready to go any day now.
Thank you, Coach.
Thank you, guys.
He called it an out.